Hello and welcome to the channel. I'm Juno from Juno on Cars, and today we're gonna talk about the top 5 new cars coming to South Africa. Yes, as we all know, there's a lot of range of cars that have already came to South Africa, so please like, comment, subscribe and enjoy the video. Let's get into the video, and we start off with the new Alfa Romeo Tonale. Yes, as we all know, the Alfa Romeo Tonale is the baby brother of the Stelvio, so you're not expecting it to be faster than the Stelvio. Well, it isn't anyways, because it has a 3-liter turbocharged engine which produces 256 brake horsepower and 295 Nm of torque. You can also have a plug-in hybrid version which has a 1.3-liter turbocharged engine, which at the end of the day doesn't make any difference because the Tonale is in the classes of the X1 and the Q3, so you're not expecting it to be faster. The price range is also in the classes of the Germans, 630,700 rands. So like I said, you're not expecting to be going any faster or doing much anyways, because it's a city SUV that you can carry your children and have lots of groceries in the boot. So yeah, you're expected to do that. So right, let's go into number 2, which is the new Ford Ranger. Yes, as we all know, the new Ford Ranger has been given a facelift, and it is much more meaner than before, because at the end of the day it must change. We have had a long time for this car, and it's so exciting to see a bigger facelift, new tech and all the stuff. Well, let's start off with the price tag, which I wanted to start it off because it is bothering me. The basic price costs 323,900, which doesn't sound a lot, I know, but if you go up and add all the extras in total, you're gonna pay 950,200 rands. Wow. For that, what do you get? Well, you get a 3-liter turbo diesel which produces 600 Nm of torque and 184 brake horsepower, and you get a new rear axle called shift on fly, which means on the road you'll be rear-wheel drive, and as you go into off-roading stuff, you go into low range mode, as we all know that one, which it activates the 4-wheel drive. So you'll be going into 4-wheel drive as you go off-roading, but as you're on the road you're going into rear-wheel drive, so much more different than the older model. So right, let's get into number 3, which is the new Kia Sportage. Yes, as we all know, the Sportage has been here for a long time, and as we all know, the Sportage has been ugly for a long time, so nothing has changed much. So is the price. The price has changed much because it costs 473,995. Yes, it doesn't cost much, but for what do you get? Well, you get a 1.6-liter turbocharged engine, or if you want to, you can get a 2-liter engine which produces 184 brake horsepower and 417 Nm of torque, which the 1.6 does make a lot, but I think the faster the better. It's a car that you're gonna end up just having, like I said, same thing with the Tonale, having groceries at the back and children. Doesn't make any difference, so it really doesn't make any difference. Right, let's get into number 4, which is the new GR86. As we all know, the GR86 is a 2-door coupe from Toyota, which doesn't have much more power because you're expected to be skidding around with that car because it has skinny tires and is rear-wheel drive with a manual gearbox. Well, surprise, surprise, this year's one is much more faster than the old one. The old one produced 147 brake horsepower and 205 Nm of torque. Well, this year's one is expected to have 173 brake horsepower and 250 Nm of torque, which still comes in a manual gearbox, and this year's one is going to be much more lightweight, which is also going to be powered by a 3-liter petrol engine, which is going to also cost you not that much, which is going to cost you 471,000 rands, which is not a lot because it is a 2-door Toyota car. You're still going to have a lot of fun. So right, let's get into the last car, which is the McLaren Ultra. Yes, the McLaren Ultra is the first McLaren to have a V6, but doesn't mean as it has a V6 it's gonna be slow. Well, the V6 is a twin turbocharged 2.4-liter which produces 430 brake horsepower and 585 Nm of torque. If you want to, you can also have a 70 kilowatt battery version which has 225 Nm of torque from an 8-speed dual clutch gearbox. 0 to 100 was very tidy, 3 seconds, and flat out you can do 330 miles per hour. Well, as we all know, it doesn't come any cheap. 497,000 rands. Well, the kilowatt battery one, I don't know how much it costs, so I'm sure it's gonna cost you maybe 500, maybe 800. It's a McLaren, they can charge you as much as they want. If you enjoyed the video, please give it a like, comment, subscribe. Bye.